Yo, 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 woo! And we are here, you guys. It's your girl, Treasure Peace, and this is Boss Chick Gossip on Rapping Lounge, iHeart, Live 365, and more. And today I have a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Walter Lucas.
This is Walter Lucas. He was
Hey.
so generous and he was being a little bit on that one. This boy right here, this man right here is a very, very talented individual, and I am so excited to bring him on my show. And I got so many questions to ask you. Let's first talk about your music.
Okay.
What inspired you to do music?
Oh my gosh. I think working around music and which I was working at the mall, so that's a little,
Okay.
it's music everywhere. But also my mom was a DJ.
What was her name?
Crazy Lady C.
Okay, Crazy Lady C.
Crazy Lady C in the house. But yeah, she was a DJ. And my uncles, they was, doing their music group thing. And I was just young watching everybody. And Disney Channel was full of music.
Yes, it was. Like all of the stuff we was listening to growing up had music in
Oh
it.
my gosh, yes. And going to choir and stuff like that. So I
You
just
were in
came
the
around.
band, right? Because
I
we went to
did.
Sky High School together.
I did.
You were in the band. What instrument? What were you playing? What was your position?
I actually played trumpet, but overall, I worked with the whole entire band, as far as the Palms and the Majorettes, and also what's the guy that works the front? What's his name again?
I totally forgot.
Me too.
He don't want to be dancing with the
Yeah,
staff.
with the
Yeah,
staff. Him.
I really forgot.
How did I forget that? Somebody
know.
out there, they're gonna
Watch it and know, or it's gonna come back. But having these musical capabilities and also playing the trumpet.
Yes.
How did you incorporate these things into your sound that you have now?
Oh wow! I think that, I learned so much with quarter notes and whole notes and all this stuff. So it all plays a part into it. But I love incorporating a bandish type of sound, if that makes sense, to my music.
Yes.
I love horns, and I love if I could just have a little piece of a horn in there.
All the
That's
time.
all that matters.
Those are very powerful instruments. Even in the Bible, the horns shook down them walls now.
Okay.
Speaking of that, when going into your genre, what are your different genres of music that you have done?
Ooh, I've done pop music, hip hop, a bit of grunge, country, R&B. I've been a few. Ooh, and I even did a little bit of EDM.
Ooh, very eclectic is what I'm picking up on the vibe, and I love that. It's diversity, giving every market of different people a sound, so you're not just to one genre.
Right.
Okay, so going into you also doing your music, being in band, and you sing and make your own beats now. I heard.
I do. Yes.
Now tell us about your format and how
Okay.
getting into that and what do you face? Do you have any hardship facing in the making of this to give out? What would you encourage other people that make their beats and other artists like?
To keep trying, keep working, take advice, but don't internalize it. You have to be yourself, and Timberland beats sound like his beats because that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to be inspired by other people, take from other people to make your picture. And whatever you like, that's what you should put out. Don't do something just because it's trendy at the moment or anything like that. Always stay true to yourself and keep working at it.
Right. Now, as an artist, as I know, when you first are trying to make a sound or you're making and writing a song, what would you like? Most people have their format and how they want to start. Like some people start with the hook first because it's easier, or some people have a sound in their mind and want to start with a beat first. Do you start with the hook first and build around it, or is it a verse?
Oh, that's a good question. Each song is really different for me because sometimes I don't even have a beat and I don't even have a hook. I don't even have a verse. It just comes to me like a melody, and that could be lyrics, or just I hear beats, or I just hear the tempo, and I will work around it. like with far as the keys that I hit. I'm like, oh, I'm in an A minor, you know.
So on most of your beats, because every beat maker has their like signature sound that they like oh that we know that's a Timberland beat.
Yes.
Oh, we know that's a Kanye beat.
Yes.
What would yours be like? Is it the horns? You said you like the horns, but what other instruments would be on there that you would stand out?
Right now, for sure, it's my tag. Everybody gonna know because it's like Walter Lucas made the beat. Oh.
Say that again.
Walter Lucas made the beat.
Walker Lucas made the beat.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, definitely my tag. But also like instrument wise, I would say I'm in love with this certain crash.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a lot of my songs, even if it's tucked in there, but it's in there. All the time. I don't know why. I just love this certain crash. And I'm like, I heard it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me.
Wow. So the music that you have out right now, what are the name of your songs that we can that we're going to be listening to?
Oh, I have Perfect Need. I have Makeup. I have Real Freak.
Okay. Nice. So those are like your favorite songs that you have
Definitely.
right now.
I love Weak too.
Now I know you do a lot of songs because you told me, hey, Treasure, I record myself all the time.
All the time.
And I'm like, how many songs do you have right now tucked away? Because most people that have all this stuff at home, they just go in there when they want. I ain't got to think about no studio time, money, booking nothing. I'm going to just go in my room and I'm going to knock out some creative juices. Mm-hmm. How many songs did you say you have?
Oh, I will say I have definitely, to be on the light side of it, I will say 50 songs, just to say like from top to bottom, at least 50 songs.
That's wonderful. That's a whole catalog right there. Now, I know that you have been in the industry for a long time and you have gotten a good background and portfolio to work up some good people that you've worked with in your career. Mm-hmm. Can you name some of those musically? We're going to stay on the music part because you got many talents we're going to tap into. Who have you worked with musically and done work for?
Ooh, I've done work for Duval Overton, Andre Synthesizer, Head Mac.
Okay.
And also, I'm not sure if you ever heard that song called I'm So Fly.
Yes, I think a lot of people was involved with that. You was in that?
CJ Mack.
Okay.
I love working with CJ Mack. He's really, really cool.
That's really great. Now, I did hear that you might have left out some artists such as Jay Rush, or have you ever done some things with like Jennings or anything like that?
The last time I did some background vocals for an artist, which, is coming out. If his song is already out, I think it is.
What's his name?
Oh,
the artist. Okay,
I was doing background vocals.
Okay, sometimes you get called in on some things.
I know it's Lasia Baby. He's related to Lasia Baby, the artist. So he had me do some great. I was super scared, mind you, because I never ever done background vocals for anybody before, unless I'm doing a feature or stuff like that. And I'm in my own zone, but no, it was like a room full of people. Jay Rush was there, and I have worked with Life Jennings, of course, with doing his makeup.
Nice.
Love doing that. And a little Trina here, there.
That's now you get the makeup. Now this is another thing that he does, you guys. Makeup. Mm-hmm. He is a great makeup artist. He's done my makeup and lots of others. Going to the people that you've worked with in your makeup side. Let's touch into
I worked
that
with
side.
A lot of people. Life Jennings, like I said, I had time to run in with Trina. And Trina's from Slip and Slide, Miami, Florida. Mm-hmm. Bambi from Love and Hip Hop. I was booked to do her makeup, but things just didn't work out right due to time conflictions when she got here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I totally get it. So many people around the city, I have done. It's sad because I can't remember everybody's name, but everybody's like, Walter, do you remember when you did? And they show me pictures, and I'm like, I wish. When did I do it?
That's when you're doing good. When you got so many people you done makeup for. You probably I don't remember their names, but you gonna know their face because it's kind of hard to keep track of everybody's name personally. I remember when I used to host a lot in Toledo, even when I was doing stuff at Encore, and there are times I used to pass the mic around, I'll shout out people. People will really get mad at me because I do not remember that one brief few seconds or whatnot. And people don't understand how hard it is to remember everybody's name.
Everybody's name. Everybody's name or where you know them from. And I'm good with faces. So I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely remember your face from somewhere. And they're like, you don't remember we shared this moment? I gave you a pencil back in 7th grade and you looked up at me and I'm like, oh, I don't, but thank you.
You said a pencil in 7th grade and looked at me. I'm super weak right now. You are silly. So when doing your makeup, I know that you've also had the time and the privilege to work with my sister Fingers as well.
Absolutely.
She's from Toledo, very famous celebrity hairstylist out in Cali doing her big things.
Yes.
How was that personally engaging with her?
Oh my gosh, it was so great. She was so motivational. She gave me like a lot of, inspiration. She was like, Walter, you're ready. You've been ready. And I met her a few times because she came to my high school because I went to cosmetology school.
That's when Sky has cause. Y'all need to bring that back.
Definitely. And she seen me model. She invited me to her show. And I came and I attended for sure. And I loved every single piece of it. And even to this day, she still inspired me because there's certain styles that she has done that if you check me out on the back end, I didn't kind of touch them.
Yes, yes. So I noticed when you do your makeup, by the way, he's an awesome makeup artist. Like, I got my makeup done. That thing lasts. You can have your makeup on. If you have an event or need to go to a series of event over a weekend or something, and you have to make multiple appearances, his makeup can last for 3 days on your face. 2 at the max, for sure. And I know a lot of famous people and things look for that when they're trying to do all of these things back to back to back or whatnot. And it's very good quality and everything. He just did my makeup in my video I just recorded last week, I believe.
Song. Yes,
the song is not out. It's called What I Need.
It was coming out, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
He did such a great job on set. He made sure that my touches was good. If you guys ever want to book him for any events or just your videos, have him be there on set, and he makes sure he gets your hair together. Everything falls in suit. It was a very professional video. Also, shout out to Young Chuck and shout out to Craig Thompson from 50 Ways Studios for allowing us to utilize your facilities to make this great thing happen. And Prince the Ripper, because he was in there too. We did not know we was gonna run into him, did we?
At all.
That was a shocker. I'm like, what?
I know. I was shocked myself.
So shocked. And there was so much good energy when we was in there.
Everybody was so vibrant and happy and
accommodating.
It felt good. Yes, very.
It was wonderful.
It was really good.
Now, talking about back to your makeup, right? Now, when you are working with different people, how do you go about the way that you are going to choose for their face to look?
Well, I always ask them, what are they looking for? That's the first thing. What is this event about? Or is there an outfit that we're going to base this off of? Or do you want me to freestyle something? It's been a few times where people just be sit down, they just do whatever you want. I don't have an outfit. I don't have anything. I'm just going to pick stuff around whatever you pick. And I always choose something that's beautiful and glamorous.
Wonderful. Now, when I was getting my makeup done with you, I noticed and stumbled across another gift that you also have that's blessed with. You've designed clothes, do you not? He is a clothes designer, you guys, as well. Now, let's talk about that. When did you start doing this?
Actually, I was doing designing clothes. That's the first thing I ever done that I could say creatively before music and everything.
So that was your first love. Your first love was
fashion.
Designing, was fashion.
It was fashion.
Ooh.
I had a passion for fashion.
Passion for fashion.
Yes, and I want to say my first ever, getting around it was around junior high time. And as I grew, it went from designing corsets and belts and accessories to dresses, blazers, and then it went to full fashion shows where it will be over 30 people, and I also helped out with
the models, over 30 models. Yeah.
and helping out with like different events. Like a person was hosting, they would ask me like, "Hey, what? Can you design me something?" And I would be having pieces already pre-made.
So who have you designed stuff for so far?
Oh, Spider 419. I definitely done some stuff for her. It's something in particular. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's the next person? It's been a lot of
Then the
people.
fashion shows. Can you name some fashion shows that you were involved in too?
Yeah, I've been a part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation fashion show.
Okay.
I've been a part of Rip the Runway. Is it Rip the Runway? It's in Detroit.
Okay. They have a lot of those
lot
fashion
of
shows
those.
out there. I remember that being something really big then. Have you ever thought about getting into going to the Bronner Brothers and those type of fashion shows?
Oh yeah.
I used to model.
Hair shows?
Yeah, those hair shows and stuff. Have
Now,
you
I've
ever
been a
thought
part of
about
some
doing
hair
that?
shows now,
Because he also does hair.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So when did you start doing hair?
Now hair, I remember the exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
I was in dance team way back in the day. This is like maybe freshman year, and somebody made a wig because we was going to Columbus, Ohio, to Ohio State for this huge dance festival or competition, and we was doing like a futuristic look, and they made these wigs on these mannequins for us, and I hated these wigs. I was like, oh no. So I don't know how I got this hair, or somebody gifted me some hair, and I was like, I can make a better wig than that. I could do it. And I'm like, I feel like I know exactly what they want. And I did. I came back, and I didn't have any hair tools. I was flat ironing with an actual iron at that time. Like, I was just like spraying stuff. And I brought it back, and they're like, whoa, you could do hair.
I heard about the iron trick, though, now.
It works.
Because with the wig synthetic and stuff, they say the iron,
steam.
steaming it is better than
yes.
flat ironing your lace fronts and your
Yes.
hair. Like,
Steam
that's
it.
one of the beauty tricks or tips with that.
You could curl, like curl your hair up with some rollers or however, and then dip it in some hot water if it's synthetic, and just let it dry. Take those rollers out, your hair will be so bouncy and so curly. You're like, oh my God.
So for the human hair wigs, I like the human.
I love human hair.
It's just so much better and keeping up and everything. Do you now going into that, when you do the wigs, you make your own wigs right now?
Yeah, I make my own wigs.
The whole scalp and all. Great.
Oh, as far as like the HDs and stuff like that, plucking, bleaching the knots, and it's a tedious process. But
Total.
when you want that wig, you want that wig.
You want that wig.
And it's gonna get slayed.
You gonna want that wig when you want that. Yes, there are women that spends over $1,000 on their wigs.
Yeah.
Seriously, it lasts longer. Like when I will, like one day I will drop on that. Seriously.
Yeah.
It will last for
big
a
bag.
long time.
A very long time.
And the styles you can
Good
keep
quality.
colored and all these different vibrant
Yes.
things. Change up the style, not be locked into one thing.
Only thing you gotta do is trim the ends over time. Just like, it is human hair, so treat it just like it would be on your head.
Because the more
which
you
it is.
comb it, it'll change up with the length of something.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't learn something new with that, with the trimming of it. So, getting all of these different talents that you do, makeup, hair, designer, singer, beat maker. Do you rap?
I rap.
Rapper, songwriter. You write all your own music too.
I write all my music.
So how long have you been writing music? When you first started singing?
I actually came in the game as a rapper first.
Okay.
I was not singing. A friend of mine, she went to Broadway.
Okay.
She for a Michael Jackson tour that he had.
This is it. This is it.
I want to say it was
Probably was.
And
yes.
my friend, she was like, I was doing poetry at the time, just writing some cool poems, and she was like, you should really songwrite. You should rap. I think you could rap. And I was obsessed with Little Kim growing up.
Yes.
So I was like, I think I might can rap a little bit. I know my Little Kim verses. So I started to rap, write all my music around that time, and going to the studio. The first time I ever been to the studio was Rock Bottom. I believe Head Mac owned that one at the time. And he heard me rap from a different room. I was recorded the song with another person, and he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he was like, you're like the Meek Mill of Toledo.
Wow, nice.
And And I'm like, me? This is my first time ever being in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a great time. And I want to say for my first time, it will forever be my favorite. But
Right.
I write everything. I rap, I write, and I
Thank
like to
you.
help other people as well.
Well, that was really, really touching. And I think this was so much of a great informational interview today.
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
was.
excited that you came on.
I'm happy to
And
be here.
this will be aired on Sunday tomorrow, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the Rappin' Lounge. There, the links and everything are going to be in there. Thank you for coming in. And
Thank you for having me.
for sure, it's your girl Treasure Peace with that boss shit gossip on Rappin' Lounge. Each and every Sunday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. You already know. Deuces.